everyone. Did you know that AI can help you draft a civil suit quickly and effectively? The use of AI in legal drafting is nothing short of revolutionary. It's the future of legal practice. While AI won't handle 100% of the work, but it can save you a significant amount of time just by completing 90% of your drafting process. The key is knowing how to draft a civil suit and how to frame the right prompts for AI. You will still need to make some edits to the final draft, but by then, most of the heavy lifting is already done. Today, we will be using Claude.ai to draft a suit for breach of contract, defamation, and professional misconduct. The first step would always be to instruct Claude on what we are filing and what the relevant legal provisions are. Here's an example of how the prompt should look like. I say, I intend to file a suit for permanent and mandatory injunction, recovery of damages on account of breach of contract, defamation, and loss of goodwill under the Indian Contract Act 1872 and the CPC under Order 7, Rule 1 and Rule 13. I will provide you with the facts of the case in the next prompt. Now, step number 2 would, of course, be to provide the facts of the case. Now, for a suit involving breach of contract, defamation, and professional misconduct, simply copy-paste the fact situation in the chat box. But let me take you through the fact situation that we are going to deal with. So we're dealing with this fact situation. It says Rajiv Sharma is a well-known real estate developer in New Delhi, and Priya Verma is a respected architect, and they've collaborated on a multi-high-profile project over the years. The latest project is a luxury residential project. It's located in New Delhi and it has become a subject of a heated legal dispute. In 2022, Sharma had engaged Verma with an agreement dated 1st to September 22 to design luxury residential complex, which was marketed as the epitome of modern urban living. And the value of the project was 200 crores. Verma was to receive her standard fee of 2 crore rupees along with a 5% share from the sale of the apartments once the project was complete. The contract between Sharma and Verma had many clauses using high-end imported materials, unique architectural elements, and so on and so forth. Now, in 2023, the project was nearing completion, and Sharma allegedly unilaterally decided to cut the cost by replacing specified high-quality material in the agreement with cheaper, locally sourced alternatives. Additionally, he made changes to the design also without consulting Verma. As per clause 8.1 of the agreement, the design and the plans of the project were to be created and supplied by the plaintiff, and the project would commence as per the designs and plans created. Now, when these changes were discovered, she protested, of course. And she argued that modifications did not only compromise the aesthetic, but also the integrity of the project. There were changes in a unilateral manner, and this violated the contract. Sharma, in response, accused Verma of stalling the project with unnecessary delays, which resulted in financial losses and damage to his reputation. He threatened to sue Verma for 50 crore rupees, claiming that her refusal to certify the project led to loss of potential buyers and also caused significant delays in the project. This gained widespread attention in the media, and Verma has now decided to file a civil suit against Sharma for injunction and to prevent Sharma from, of course, marketing the project based on her plans and designs. She's seeking to recover all her plans, materials, and she's seeking damages due to breach of contract to the tune of 2 crore rupees. She's also seeking 20 crore rupees in damages to harm her professional reputation. As you can see on my screen, I have attached my fact situation right here, and I say I will provide you with the format of the suit in the next prompt, and this is the attachment that you can also upload for Claude to read. Based on my facts, what does Claude say? It says, thank you for providing the detailed facts. It has also reviewed the facts for me and summarized the key points for me, such as who the parties are, what are the project details, what are the contract specifics, what are the breaches by Sharma, what are Verma's action, Sharma's counter accusations, Verma's legal action, and additional context. Well, like I said, my next step would be to provide a template for a civil suit for specific performance, and I would have to instruct AI to draft according to that very format. Let me take you through the format. This format right here is what I have attached in my prompts to Claude. This gives out the name of the court, the city, the suit number, details of the plaintiff, the details of the defendant, why I'm filing the suit, what is the plaintiff's name, occupation, and address. It's just going to fill in the blanks. Same for the defendant. I go ahead and mention defendant's name, occupation, address. Then we talk about the contract. So just given it hints so that it can go ahead and describe the purpose of my contract, the breach of the contract, what are the damages, so nature of loss, reputational or financial, then what events have happened. So I ask it to mention the dates, the specific instances. Then we also give out paragraphs to make our grounds that these accusations are false. Then we also talk about how this amounts to professional misconduct, then the impact of the misconduct on the plaintiff, what are the damages, and of course, it is important to tell that this court has jurisdiction to entertain the matter, both territorial and pecuniary. We also need to make a separate paragraph for the cause of action as per Order 7. So I have specifically mentioned that. Then we go ahead and also talk about the court fees being paid, right? This is also an important aspect to file a plaint, and that we have not filed for any other suit, for any other matter before any other court. And finally, to mention the prayer. So this exact template is what I have gone ahead and attached in Claude in my prompt, which is my prompt number 3. You can also put instructions directly to AI if you don't have a skeleton format. That's completely fine. For civil suits, there are a few things that you have to keep in mind while getting to the draft. Now, make sure that the plain should only contain the facts leading to the cause of action and in a chronological manner. Make sure that all your relevant documents are marked. Your suit must also disclose how the court has jurisdiction to hear the matter, that your suit is filed within the period of limitation, what is the valuation of your suit, and that you've paid proper court fees. These are done so that your suit is not rejected prima facie. Let's say that you end up using the template, simply give a prompt to Claude that please draft the suit in the following format and attach the template, something which I have done. If you're not using the template, you can just manually type out the instructions in the AI tool. Now, based on all of this, Claude will draft a civil suit, but it will lack a synopsis and a list of dates, which is again mandatory. As the suit require those, we'll have to specify these and proceed to the main petition. So I tell Claude to add a synopsis and a list of dates after it has given me the plaint. It may definitely happen that Claude is not giving you a detailed synopsis or a fact situation, so you can refine it manually. Now let us go through the draft. As you can see, I've made down a note that manual changes in the draft have been made in red. This is the synopsis produced, but I have gone ahead and made changes in red. Let's read through the paragraph to understand. I see the present suit is being filed by the plaintiff arising from the breach of contract and subsequent defamation in a high-profile case. Wide agreement dated 1/9/22 entered between plaintiff and defendant. So this is the addition that I have done. Plaintiff is Priya Verma. She's an architect, and we're talking about a project of 200 crores. The agreement contemplated specific terms, including usage of materials and design. This is an important information which AI had missed out, but I know this as a counsel, so I can definitely incorporate it. Something which you will also have to do. Now, this is the list of dates that Claude has generated for me, very well picked up in perfect chronology, and I don't think there are any changes required here. It starts from talking about the collaboration of the project, moving on to project nearing completion, the unauthorized changes, and then filing of the present suit. So all of this picked up in perfect chronology. Now, I will have to file this before the Delhi High Court. That's why I have changed the name of the court. Make sure you check it from where you're placed. The names of the parties have been picked out perfectly. It's a suit for permanent injunction, damages. This is correct. Then we say the address of the plaintiff is so and so. Address of the defendant is picked up. Then we also talk about the plaintiff, who is a respected architect, and she's done high profile cases. But if you see, I've added a line that she's always shown exceptional professionalism. We're trying to establish the bona fides of the plaintiff right here. We talk about the agreement. It starts in a chronological order. Then we speak about the key terms of the contract. Then we speak about the fulfillment of the contractual obligations and when the project was nearing completion, what happened. So I have added words such as this was done without consultation of the plaintiff. Clause 8.1 provided certain clauses which were not followed, and this was unilateral in nature. All of this helps my case become stronger. Then we talk about violation of the agreement. We're trying to harp upon this fact. Then we talk about the fact that defendant also accused us of stalling the project, but that's completely not true. We also talk about an important fact that we made various representations. These were in the form of emails, calls, requesting to pay professional fees, but that is not done. We asked them to comply with the agreement, but that is also not done. We make a separate paragraph on cause of action as is required to file a plaint. Then we also talk about territorial and pecuniary jurisdiction of the court. This is mandatory to do. So we say you have territorial jurisdiction to try and entertain the matter, and it gives rise to cause of action within the territorial jurisdiction of this honorable court. Actions on part of defendant have caused loss of reputation, and clients of plaintiff are based in Delhi, and this gives rise to cause of action. So I'm going ahead and justifying this. Finally, I talk about the valuation of the suit. So I've justified it right here. I talk about the court fees being paid. This is important. And then goes my prayer. What do I want? I want a decree for permanent injunction to restrain the defendant and all other persons from marketing or selling the project based on these designs. Decree for mandatory and permanent injunction restraining all of these people to delete and destroy the plans. Then we make a prayer for damages. Then we further make prayer for damages to the tune of 2 crore rupees, formal apology, and any other relief that this court may deem fit. This is, of course, followed by a verification, which is produced right here. You can see that AI may not draft a civil suit with the nuance of an experienced counsel, but it will significantly reduce your work. All you need to do is proofread the draft, add annexures and list of dates. This is important. Elaborate on the list of dates because you need to talk about specific events, and include relevant precedents in the grounds of your suit. Well, did you find it easy? This can be done in just 5 to 6 prompts. If you want to learn more such skills, you should join our 3-day online live and free boot on how to use AI to grow your legal practice. We'll be diving deep into how you can use AI for legal drafting, explore the incredible opportunities that await you. Recordings are not going to be available. Mark your calendar right now. We will also be offering you some exclusive giveaways during the bootcamp that can benefit your experience. So I will definitely see you there, and I'm signing off.